think we should be live and on locations. In 4 separate locations, plus Dan is everywhere. Oh, I need to actually move Dan's name a little over. There we go. There we go. And, yeah. For today's session of the Stars RPG, so I'm just going to share that on Twitter. And how is everyone doing today?
Peachy.
So great.
I'm gonna simply go with a simple Canadian eh.
Okay. So.
The Canadian eh has a question mark at the end of it, so I guess you're eh?
It's also pronounced A.
Yeah.
But.
I'm going to go with the Canadian meh.
Because the A kind of also, it pretty much means huh or what. It's basically like a question of I didn't hear what you just said. Please repeat it. all condensed down to 2 letters. Because, you know, efficiency. But yeah. Previously on the Star Wars RPG, our well, 2 of our characters went to pick up the other 2 characters after, you know, some incidents and such, and
Died.
they all died. No. And we ended with them returning to base, returning to Radif, and yeah, so we're going to pick back up with you getting back to base and being called to Captain Thorne's office. Just grab R2's character sheet before I forget. So yeah, so do you all go to Captain Thorne's office as soon as you're back at base, as you were called there?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat in the kitchen. I'll be there like 20.
Actually?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to disturb missions.
I'm gonna take a side trip to Coruscant.
Okay, so you all go to Captain Thorne's office, and he's like...
Single file.
Yeah, you go single file, and he's like, okay, welcome back. Good job picking these 2 up. I assume your plan of dropping off those Alviran Syndicate people didn't go quite according to plan.
Oh, the plan he said you approved, as I just look
Yep.
at Khaljov.
Yep. Yeah. The Yeah. Well, technically, it did go to plan because the plan was just to get them, you know, out of the hair and out of the way, so that we're not having to deal with the syndicate here hunting for them to come back, and just long story short.
Now we're merely having to deal with them hunting the 2 of you.
Exactly.
Well, as much as I would love to hear more of that, we do actually have a mission that we need dealt with. So, Zoey, Jacen, and Brendan, I understand that some time ago, as part of a mission you were on then, you were working for Horbosh the Hutt.
Yeah.
That's about right.
When you were doing so, did you use aliases or just like your actual names?
Fuck if I remember.
I want to say we used aliases because I like making up bad names.
Yeah, I bet you.
Sort of a passion of mine.
See, Captain Thorne is asking because I myself don't remember and I don't see anything in my notes about it.
I don't
A lot of
remember
times
either.
we use fake names, so
Yeah.
Khaljov's fake name is
Probably.
going to be the Hamburger.
the Hamburglar.
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Um,
I'm sure it'll work great.
do you?
Uh,
Now I know that whole mission ended with his fortress being imploded or something, some gravity weapon thing. However, Horbosh the Hutt himself wasn't in his fortress at the time.
Convenient.
But
a shame.
do you, do you think they are aware that you were connected to that, or would your identities still be?
Probably they would know. Because
I don't
mean,
know.
we ended up fighting with them at some point as we were trying to escape.
But they died.
Hmm.
Like, we did kill everybody that we saw, pretty much. And then we blew up their entire base, so... I mean, it's possible. I'd say unlikely, but still possible.
Okay, take that.
So, the reason I ask is because while you were working for them, you also encountered a former rebel that had been taken by Psytech, Alexa Rodama,
True.
and
Remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
we've recently
The one we went
gained
back for.
what?
Is that the one we went back for?
No, you didn't go back for her. She was working. She was being forced to work for Psytech. And however, our intel suggests that after the fall of Psytech, she was captured by Horbosh the Hutt's people, and is now under is now being held by his organization, and we want you to go in and rescue her.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, he's currently operating out of a space station in orbit above Kenshin 5, the planet where, his former fortress was. And we also know, that depending on that it may be somewhat busy on the space station for the next little bit, which could help in if you need to be avoiding bringing attention to yourself. There's already going to be a lot of attention on a race that he is holding, a space race. So yeah.
Oh, space. If only had like a very competitive flyer or anything. There's nobody here who has like extreme good flying.
No.
But yeah, so we'd like you to go in and rescue her. Any questions?
No, not really.
Not really, no.
What's our time limit?
Um.
Not actually asking.
Okay.
Like a weird question to ask.
Yeah, I'm like, your time limit? What? If you don't beat this level in the next 5 minutes, the ship will explode. I don't know.
Hi, puppy. Bye, puppy.
Okay. Is there anything you think you'll need? Any supplies or anything?
15,000 credits for supplies.
Yes, supplies.
Well, what kind of supplies do you need? Because probably be easier for us to supply supplies than that amount of credits.
Let me get back to you on that.
Well, we would like you to head out right away if possible.
Okay.
Can we get half now? While we think about what supplies we need, at least we'll have like some of credit to purchase them as needed.
I mean, like if I mean,
And you can just transfer it to me. That's fine. I'll hold on to it. I'm essentially the treasurer of our group anyway.
I mean, based on the bill we got from that hotel for room service on
Well, that was fair.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Then yeah, you can head out right away if there's nothing else.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all go to the Moonwater, and yeah, roll pilot to take off.
I will be
Okay, I'll do
immediately
it right
going to
now.
my room again. I will
Y'all
lock
guys
myself in
ready
my
to
room.
wreck?
Oh, Dan.
Whoops, I rolled a little. Sorry, I rolled before you, Dan.
Dang it.
Oh, no.
If you're just a little bit quicker.
Okay, what was that about Jacen going into his room?
I'm just going to go further research my lightsaber for the new one.
I mean, let me just show you what you're missing out on. Look at that.
Yeah, can we
Flawless
do
fight.
his roll instead?
Yeah. Obviously, we know where the superior roles are on Dan's side.
Without question.
We're playing by golf rules today, right?
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
The lower the better.
Okay, I don't know how, but we have to somehow get Dan entered into the space race.
Oh god. I need a new character after this, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Zoe brings the ship up and out and nice and smooth and up into space. And
Dan and the space will just turn into the story of the tortoise and the hare.
yeah, and then from here it'll be a trip from here to Kenshin 5 would be standard 10 days with your ship 5 days.
I'll make it one.
Okay. Then roll me your astrogation.
One day when things cooperate with me, I will.
21. Yep. You make it and jump into hyperspace. And anything any of you all want to do during that one day? I know Jacen's playing with his lightsaber.
His droid was fully repaired, right?
Yes, you repaired on the way back.
Then I think I'm good.
Okay.
Maybe do some cooking. That's about it.
Okay, roll me your cooking.
Okay. Oh, wrong button.
Close.
R5D6. That sounds like a droid.
17.
17. Okay. What did you make?
Nothing crazy. I just made like a BLT.
Okay. Just one BLT, just for yourself.
I made some for the crew.
Okay.
And the friends and stuff. Everyone.
Yeah.
And the droids.
So you made some pretty dang good BLTs. Included some kind of like special sauce that like gives it that extra kick and such. And
Nice.
yeah, and I'm sure everyone other than the droids very much appreciates the BLTs. The droids just kind of look at you confused.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything I learned, by the way? More by same signature thing?
So you're doing some sensing of the lightsaber? Roll me your sense.
Mm.
16. You don't learn anything new about it, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I do an intuition roll?
What are you trying to intuition? Intuit. Intuition? Intuit? I don't know. Whatever the...
The wait. What was it? So last week we had the tablet, right? That we took off of the rebel officer or the imperial officer,
Oh, like...
and that was giving detail on the bounties on Jacen and Khaljov, correct?
It had that as well as, like, it just had, like, a ton of information on Jacen.
Okay, so it was more just like a personal thing on that end, just a bunch of research on him.
Yeah, it's basically like, you know, a stalker board
Investigative
type
journal.
thing. But
Investigative journal.
yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm just messing around. I was thinking there might be like more to it than that. Like,
Okay. Yeah, I'm also assuming you had dropped her off on the base
with
on
the
Radif prison. But,
she's
yeah.
not starving inside the hold right now.
Okay. So after a day, you drop out of hyperspace near Kenshin 5. You have details on the location of the space station, which is orbiting it, but there's probably a lot of space stations orbiting it, so you have information on that. And yeah, where it is. So what are you doing?
I know, what can we do?
Yeah.
Go in, I guess.
Yeah, I guess go in.
Yeah, this seems the only viable option. It's gonna go like, hey guys, how you guys doing? How's your day?
Confidently fly in where it seems like we're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Act like we belong here.
Okay. Roll me a piloting. 27, yeah. So you fly in, approaching it. As you approach, automated system sends you a docking number, and you go and dock at the port that you've been given. You see there's a lot of ships docked with the space station right now, probably for the race you had heard about. And
Anything we'd recognize? Like, oh hey, that's the ship of those Wookiees from that one planet.
I don't think there's any specific ships you recognize. Like, there might be, like, some, like, you recognize, oh, that's, like, you know, that type of ship, you know, but not any, like, there's not, like, any, like, there's definitely some ships here that they have a very unique look to it, or design, color scheme, something, that are very much like, okay, those are ones that are definitely, like, you know, ones belonging to racers and such, but you don't specifically recognize any of them. I assume.
The ones with racing stripes.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that makes it go faster.
But there's other ships as well, some of which are like of classes that, you know, you're familiar with, but those are probably those are ones that, you know, are fairly common, you know, classes like and such, and those ones you're probably mostly assuming are just for like spectators or other people, but you never know, maybe one of them is, you know, has some, like, modifications under the hood, so to speak, and, you know, people come in with a, you know, plain-looking ship, and then, as part of their strategy. But, yeah. So, yeah, So you dock with the space station, and yeah, gonna be exiting your ship.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head out, and you see a lot of people around. Like there's people like, kind of wandering around or whatever. And I mean, like here, like it's kind of the ships dock on kind of like the outer ring of the space station. So it's basically like a big it's a fairly wide corridor though, and you see a lot of people going. You know, some people that are also like getting off their ship. Some people are returning to their ship. Some people just going from one place to another, and such. And yeah.
Okay. Do we know where she's being held?
What you know is that Horbash is like kind of like the intersection of the space station is kind of where like his like kind of base of or operations organization is like kind of run out of, whereas like the outer areas have various other stuff or whatever, because it's a multi-use space station. Like it's his space station, but there's a lot of both legitimate and illegitimate business he's running out of it and such. So she would probably be in one of the inner areas of the space station.
We met her, right?
Yes.
So can I sense for it directly since I know what I'm looking for?
You can certainly try.
I would like to try.
Roll me a sense.
22.
The Force. No, you're not able to sense her, but it's a fairly big space station, so there's
Fair
a
enough.
good chance that's just, because she's too far away.
Just out of range.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we want to try to head toward where she's being held.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is presumably being held.
Okay. So,
I'd.
you're saying?
I was gonna say, I imagine it'd be somewhere around where the race stuff's being held.
Makes sense.
Okay. Well, you start going, you find your way to a turbo lift and get in, and so it has basically, yeah, you're on the outer ring, and it has things for rings. Well, I guess the outer ring would be ring 5. So then there's also 4 through 1, and then there's like the central hub, which it can bring you to.
And I guess we don't know exactly where the race is being held, or do we?
Well,
Are like any flyers?
I mean, the race is in space.
Well, I mean, there has to be like a gathering, a place where they sign up and get like numbers and whatnot.
Yeah, that would be ring. That would be ring 4. That would be that the stuff like that. race-related stuff.
Then we should probably go to Ring 4, I'm guessing.
Wait, why are we going to the race?
Well, I'd imagine that the person might be around where that is, maybe. I don't know.
Would she be?
I mean, that's as good a place to start as any.
I mean, do you have an idea? I'm willing to hear it.
I just want to shoot somebody.
I mean, plenty of people around. Take your pick.
Can't we just like break her out?
I mean, that's
We're
the...
trying to find her.
Yeah. That's
No,
the plan
just-
when we find her.
Oh, let's just go to a computer terminal and see if our two can plug in and check the files and see where cell she's located in.
That's an idea.
Mhm.
Can we do that?
Okay, I'm fine with that.
We just gotta find
Is there a secluded
Security?
enough computer terminal?
I mean, you definitely saw computer terminals.
Oh, I have an idea. Okay, listen. Listen!
No.
Listen! Zelda stuck in my head. What we can
Something I
do
can appreciate.
is we can all dress up as workers here in the space station. So we can just casually come and go as we need to, and just if we get stopped, we can just be like, oh, we're fixing a conduit on the turbo lift.
We could just ask her if we can help prepare that kind of thing.
Oh, we have
I
to
don't-
find clothes.
No.
Looking for a job, see?
Yeah, we just have to we can fake the name badges and yeah.
It seems like a lot of work for just trying to sneak a peek in their computers.
Yeah.
Well, but then afterwards we would have to dress up as guards so that we could escort her out, and then we can just say if we're stopped, oh, we're doing a prisoner transport, and
You're
Or
really in a
transfer.
dress-up mood today.
yeah, we're totally gonna cosplay this right now.
I am down for at least checking their computer to see if we can find anything. I don't know about
Yeah,
needing
let's start with
to-
that. It's a multi-stage plan. Let's start with step one.
Okay.
Okay.
Trust me, all my plans go perfectly well.
So do you want to use the computer terminal here on the turbo lift, or go back out and try using one of the ones lining the walls?
Are there any cameras in this turbo lift?
There is a camera, yes.
We should probably go to a place that's not as camera-y or noticeable.
Yeah.
I
Is there a
mean,
Go to
cam-
a nice secluded corner.
So he just set this entire plan in the lift where they could probably hear us.
Yeah, it's okay. Obviously, cameras don't have microphones in turbo lifts.
Okay.
Just pretend you're drunk and you should run into the camera.
I mean, the cameras are kind of, on the ceiling generally.
Yeah, he's got to be pretty tall to hit a camera.
If you accidentally lifted up your lightsaber a little bit, you might be able to hit it.
That won't
Accidentally.
that won't garner any attention at all.
Not at all.
Of course not.
Okay,
No,
let's go.
That
find
would
a
be
nice
perfect.
secluded
A
computer
perfect ploy,
terminal.
because then we say, "Hey, we're fixing the camera in the turbo lift."
Yeah, that's. Let's continue to a secluded terminal.
Okay. So you go off the turbo lift, and I mean, there's computers lining the walls, but it also looks like, there are security cameras all over the place. Everyone roll me a search.
I don't think I find anything.
Okay.
Hmm.
Not on the island.
I mean, so yeah, so you see computer terminals lining the walls or whatever, and you see people like going and looking at them and such, like because there's maps of the space station, you know, the "you are here" type thing, and all sorts of stuff. So like, there's nothing suspicious about just going to a computer using a computer terminal.
Okay, I mentioned that.
All right, so
Hey
we'll get
guys,
over
why don't
on
we
the
just
computer.
use it then?
Is it gonna be suspicious though to have R2 like connect to it?
Yeah, that's why we just stand around R2, yeah? Make sure that
Yeah,
we
we could
can see
probably
him.
try and cover it up a little bit and not make it obvious.
Well, it's either that or just one of us that's not R2 tries to hack it, because a human on it is less suspicious.
That is true.
So do we want to try one of us hacking it first?
We could try that first, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine is only a 5D.
Your what is only a 5D.
I mean, I assume it's depends. I mean, it's not really security. I think at this point, I don't know. A program
Cool.
repair.
Is it computer program repair?
Yes.
Yeah, computer programmers.
What?
What?
Why did he just say yes when I was
Yeah.
asking you?
What check do we need to do for this? Is it hacking? Is it
Yeah,
or is it computer?
computer program repair is what you'd want.
Okay.
Okay, well, mine is 5.
Wait, what are we doing? I want to roll too.
Computer
Only one needs to roll.
computer program
What's your-
repair.
Okay, does anybody have better than 5?
So while everyone's talking, Khaljov just goes and does it.
Sure.
And
We're all discussing who should do it. He's like, "No, I'm just gonna go."
so he's able to access, like, yeah, it has map of the space station, but doesn't include the yeah, it shows a map of like rings 2 through 5, but doesn't show ring 1 or the central hub. And so in rings 2 through 5, you don't see anything about like holding cells or anything. Because ring 5, the one you're in, that's the docking ring. Ring 4 is where like stuff related to like special events and whatnot is. Ring 3 has various businesses, and Ring 2 is the habitat ring where people live.
So we're missing the hub and ring 1.
Yeah.
So the hub is probably going to be where the command center is.
Mhm.
Because command center, get it? Center of the hub, center.
No, I
And
don't
then-
get it.
No, it makes sense. And then, so that must leave ring 1. So we figured out where she's at. You're welcome.
Okay, so I bash Recon's head into the street.
Okay, roll for brawling.
Fisticuffs.
No,
I mean, she'd win.
probably, yeah.
Probably.
But she's too nice to do that.
Unfortunately.
Now, if this was her other character, Kilo,
I mean, you wouldn't even be brawl, you'd just be straight on killed.
Yeah.
Kilo wouldn't
for-
attack.
For some weird reason, next time she chose to pick Kilo for reasons.
Just for stuffs.
Okay, so ring 1?
I guess so.
Yep, that's what I deciphered from that console.
okay,
As plan as any.
so you go back onto the turbo
That's
lift. What?
As we arrive there, I want to go sense again.
As you arrive
Try
at the
to find
turbo
her
lift,
No, it's like as we arrive at where we're going.
well, you get out of the turbo lift, and you select ring 1, and it asks for your access code.
I got this. So,
So
You know you can't charm a
computer.
computer, right? I just want to make sure you know this.
oh, maybe I don't get it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Khaljov just walks up, caresses the computer. How you doing?
Like, if it was a droid, maybe. Or, like, even an AI, but, like, just like a, you know,
Yeah.
turbolift panel.
Okay. I can try to hack it, sure.
Okay.
Yike.
Yike.
No, you try and, fail.
Hmm.
Beep beep.
Okay.
What was that with computer program repair or security?
Uh-huh.
Oh, program repair.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I have a security of 4D. Not sure how much that helps.
We can. Okay, hold on. Can
Is
we?
it either or? Sorry.
So, basically, like, computer program repair is trying to, you know, hack into, like, get around it. Security is more trying to use other methods to figure it out, kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay, so you can't do either or.
Yeah, you
It's
can't
just-
do either or.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
We could just try and have R2 hack it.
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Good idea.
I mean, I guess.
We'll try and cover up the camera a little bit, you know?
We could just make like a human shield around R2.
Mm-hmm.
A casual human shield? Or
Yeah.
a very obvious one?
A casual human shield.
I'm just gonna stretch upwards and just like, how high is this turbolift? Shouldn't be that high, right?
Nah, it's probably like, 10 feet or so.
Hmm. Okay, so if I stand right behind R2 and I kind of just give like one of those casual, like lifting the arms up and stretching and just turn into Richard Simmons and just starts doing like, casual stretches while keeping R2 as out of view as possible. Because how high is that port? That port shouldn't be that high, right? Because every Star Wars movie that I saw, that port was maybe 2 feet, 3 feet off the ground.
Yeah, it's not high at all. That was like the worst computer program repair I've ever seen from R2.
Boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
He only got a 42, guys.
23.
Dang.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Um,
Dang. Can't believe he got that low.
But that is still good enough to get to for getting to ring 1. So yeah, he goes, he gets it, and turbolift starts moving and comes to a stop at ring 1.
Okay. Well, do your thing,
Easy.
Joey. Not
Well-
you. I'm talking about the
Oh.
dude with the force.
Oh, okay.
Okay, roll me your sense.
How Job like leveled his blaster and was like about ready to walk out.
16. Oof. Pretty sure, yeah, that's not good enough to sense her.
Just thrown off his game by that lightsaber incident.
Sure. No, for now, I'll just turn myself into a radar. Well, just do it again.
Okay, roll me your sense for that. Okay.
1 higher.
Okay. You all just see a little light going around Jacen's head, making that doot sound effect every time. No.
Khaljov's
wait.
kind of swat at it.
What are you, a cat?
Cat Jove. Okay. So are you all exiting the turbolift then?
Yep.
Single
Sure.
file. Well,
That'd
let's
be a-
open the door and then like peek our head
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
We're all locking arms.
So, peek your head out and look in, and what you see when you first look in is a lot of people sitting at computer desks, looking like they're working on like spreadsheets and whatnot. This seems to be the accounting department.
I don't know if we're in the right spot.
Would there be a different department in Ring 1, or would this be the entirety of it?
I mean,
I don't think it would be an entire ring of just accounting. That would be impressive. Like, are they handling all of the Imperial finances here at this one facility?
And then
this isn't
some.
an Imperial facility.
Oh.
Is it?
no,
No, I don't think so.
no, it's
Okay.
it's a hut it's a hut owned facility.
Oh, a hut. Okay.
Horbosh the hut.
It's a
Oh.
criminal facility.
Oh, I got this. Let's go.
You got what? Accounting?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
good with
boys,
numbers.
Let me show you some spreadsheet action here. Doing it all wrong.
You're not even doing a VLOOKUP yet.
It seems unlikely that even for like a hut facility that it would have like the entire ring would be accounting.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
But-
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
can we just go to a different part of the ring? How easy is that?
Maybe this is the one ring that rules them all.
Wow.
Jesus.
I think Kilo's done with me.
No, what? I don't
Oh,
know
no,
why
she was-
you would have gotten that impression.
It's been half an hour. Done.
You know, I think it's a good time to stop this session. It's a good
Yeah.
stopping point.
Actually, something came up. I gotta go.
Can't we just casually space Khaljov? All right, yeah, let's walk out and just not pay the accounting people any, and don't even like look at them. Just act
yeah.
like we're on official business here.
Let's walk with purpose.
Okay. And when you say walk out, do you mean like back into the turbo lift or like go like start just
Yep. We do a straight horseshoe back into the turbo lift.
Okay.
No,
Well,
I'm just
how do
saying.
we...
No, we're gonna walk around the ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so you go to the door and exit the accounting room and start walking down the corridor or whatever, and you see a lot of as you're going, seeing other rooms and kind of like glancing in. So like you find like the janitorial area. You find
Let's pretend we're janitors.
you find environmental control section. You
Ooh, how about we pretend we're environmentalists?
Yeah.
Let's
just-
pretend we're a countess. Let's go back.
Let's just turn the heat up extremely high.
What
To
will that
what?
do?
That would. Not sure actually, but it would do. It would. I mean, it would make you hot.
I mean, yeah.
So as you keep going, keep finding more and more stuff like this that's like just stuff that's about like the general running and maintenance and upkeep and whatnot of the space station is what seems to be mostly on Ring 1.
Okay.
So we're not seeing any sort of prison area.
You're not seeing any sort of prison area, no.
Okay, let's get back into a turbo. Go to the
Yeah.
hub, maybe?
Okay.
I'm guessing so.
So you get back into a turbo lift, and you want to go to the hub, and for that you're going to need even more, like, better credentials, better than R2 was able to previously.
Well,
Get
can
you.
R2 try again to make better credentials?
Yes.
He can
I felt-
certainly try.
I feel like he's our best chance.
Okay, that'll
Why is
look-
his computer repair like 47 dice.
That's
Why
not
not?
Because it's R2.
47. It's 8 dice.
It's not 47. It's just 40.
Obviously, giving him more credit.
40, on which he rolled a 23 last time.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Sounds like there's some negative numbers in those dice.
Yeah, of course. His
There you
D6s have 3 negatives.
Yeah. It's one of those danger dice that if you get it, it's really bad.
Okay, so he does manage to get you to the hub, and
Nice.
yeah, so the turbo lift brings you to the hub, and
Do you think they had any money in the accounting area?
I'm gonna say no.
Why don't you go check?
True, you
Thinking
can go
about
check. We'll catch back up with you later.
I wonder if I
Mhm.
can get them to transfer like 50. Well, let's just say
Oh.
a random number like 15,000 credits
Oh,
to.
you definitely could. You should go and do that. It's a great
Mhm.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it after this.
No,
why?
you
Why
just,
after?
you
Just go ahead.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
why
we're already
won't we?
here. Might as well just finish this up.
We'll just drag you down. Just go ahead and go after it.
No, it's fine. I want to make sure you guys are safe. I'm always having to protect you guys, so can't let you out of my sight for a second.
If only.
Maybe I can get Khaljov to be my slave. Like, hey, I have like 16,000 credits.
so yeah, so
You have fun with that.
so the turbo lift comes to a stop at the central hub, and as you get out, you see two guards who look at you as you get off, security guards, and yeah, they don't say anything as you get off, but they are definitely keeping an eye on you.
Just get to my friendly nod. Good day.
Oh, hey, Joe, you can try that sensing thing again.
I mean, I'm still actively doing it.
Oh, you're actively looking for the friend, or are you just...
Yes.
Oh. Well, does he sense anything?
What did you get? 17.
He senses danger.
I mean, I feel like that's just a natural reaction around Khaljov is sensing danger.
Yeah, because Khaljov is dangerous.
Sure.
Oh, is mine.
That's what I meant.
I mean, with that 17, just looking for her, you're gonna find her before he's gonna sense her. Just realize.
So, you should probably try rolling again.
Okay, I'll try again then. I'm probably dropping my radar, so. Okay.
Okay, 21 is a bit better. But is it better enough? That's
Better enough.
Did you get like a max roll? To succeed, you need a 25. Gosh darn it.
$21. No, that is not enough to sense her.
What the heck do you need? Jeez.
Well, yeah,
I probably got some force blockers.
you have to remember that
Yeah,
they've
there's
only
multiple
met
doors to
once. So that adds a lot to the difficulty if you've only met once.
So,
Okay.
like looking around, do we have any idea where the holding cells would be if they would be here?
So in this kind of area, it's a lot less crowded, a lot less busy than it was like the outer ring and such, whatever, or even the accounting well, not the first ring one, which accounting and other stuff. But there are people walking about, but there isn't really any kind of like signage or anything to indicate what's where. Like, the assumption probably is that anyone that's coming to this area knows
Belongs here.
Knows where they should be going and such. And the group of you are just kind of standing around, looking around right now.
Well, let's start moving somewhere. I don't care where. Let's just start moving like we're going somewhere.
Everyone roll me a search.
Okay. Everyone, roll a con.
Please, no.
You got a con walk.
What the heck was that, Joey?
Oh, damn, Joey.
That was not a search.
Oh my gosh.
Golf rolls.
1 2 1 2 1. I at least like the pattern.
Yeah.
Even if the total isn't great.
At least we got that bad one out of the way.
That's assuming. See, every time people say that, I'm like, there are always more bad ones, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like there are a certain number and you can actually get them out of the way. It can just keep going.
Yeah,
For
but
weeks.
in theory, it's going to be super rare to get something less than that.
You say that.
So start kind of wandering around, trying to look like you know where you're going, while also trying to figure out.
Sorry, question. Where the fuck are Joey's droids? Because did we just have 3 droids with us, or like what?
I say they're on the ship, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Generally, he would say if they're coming with us or not.
I don't know. Just the thought occurred to me. Carry on.
Yes. So
Okay, are we like in a somewhat quiet area? Like there's nobody really around us at this current moment?
there are people around.
I mean, like earshot.
As long as you keep your voices down, you should be able to talk without
Okay.
being overheard.
All right. Okay, guys. Here is the cover story in case something goes bad. The Hutts have asked us to gauge the security of this starbase. Or station. Not really a base, it's a station. So if anybody asks us, we are
We
bounty
let Brendan
hunters.
talk. If anybody
Yeah,
asks
I
us
got this.
anything,
Yes,
Brendan
bounty
gets
hunters.
to talk.
yes. And I'm your leader.
No.
No.
Got this. Trust me. What
No.
could go wrong?
Everything.
Okay. So as you're wandering around trying to look like you know where you're going while trying to figure out where you're going, you do see an air, or specifically Brendan and Zoey see an area that like has a bit more of a well armored door, but like with one of those like like this size of window or whatever on it, which isn't for sure leading to where the holding cells are, but
Maybe.
maybe. And Brendan at least actually recognizes the guard that's standing next to it. Zoey and Jacen might as well, but it was when Zoey and Jacen were already, and R2 were working for Horbosh the Hutt, but Brendan wasn't yet, and he had waited outside, exchanging recipes with a guard.
Good times.
That's the guard.
Was it the guy that liked him or the guy that didn't?
The guy that liked him, who he was exchanging
Okay.
recipes with.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Khaljov shows up.
So I guess we should go talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
I can do the
Okay.
talking if you want.
Oh no, I got the talking. I know this guy. Were you not listening?
We go way back.
Yeah, we go way back. So I go,
Okay.
hey man, it's been a while.
Oh, hey, yeah. How's it going? I actually recently made one of those dishes I got. You gave me the recipe for it.
Oh, nice.
Very much impressed the guests I had over.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's always an easy slam dunk for impressing guests. I'm glad you got to try it out and liked it.
Yeah. So you're still working for Horbosh? Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. Things went crazy after that big ol' explosion at the place. So
Yeah.
you know.
I am very glad I was. That wasn't during my shift.
Yeah. Luckily, somehow, I had to go out and run some errands, so luckily I wasn't caught in it. But yeah, we're here on official business right now. We needed to check in on one of the prisoners in here.
Oh yeah. Which prisoner?
Yeah. I say the name because I obviously know which one.
Alexa Rodama.
Yes.
Well, then you are in the wrong place. She's actually going to be competing in the race in a few hours.
Oh, okay. I am a little bit behind. He probably had someone else do it. I sort of slept in.
Oh, yeah.
But okay, I guess I'm gonna go check out the race then. Seems like fun.
Okay. Yeah. Should be good. I have some money riding on Riley Alvarado.
Ooh, that's a safe bet. That's a safe bet. I'm not too much into the racing, so I just sort of picked a couple random names, and
Oh yeah.
if I win, that'd be awesome. If not, I'm not expecting much. But I feel like that's a safe way to get into betting.
Oh yeah. You gotta learn. Get some experience, learn what you're doing.
Yeah, have a little fun. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna head over there. I hope the rest of your shift goes by fast, and good luck.
Yeah, it's good seeing you again.
Yeah, you too. Hope to see you again soon.
Should ask him for a drink later.
So yeah, I guess I turned back around, and I'm guessing was it just me, or were they in earshot?
I figured we were within earshot.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I just okay, well, let's go.
Yeah. To the race. So that was on ring 4, right?
Yes.
Hell yeah. I remember things.
So you go back to the turbo lift and go to ring 4, and yeah, and I mean, like when I said ring 4, like for events and stuff, so like there's other stuff going on. Like ring 4 is essentially like a carnival type. Like there's all sorts of things going on, but like the race is right now the big thing. You see a lot of posters and whatnot for the race.
It's like a convention center.
Yeah, what is the prize? 30,000 credits.
Dang.
I need half of that.
Absolutely not.
Just let me borrow your ship for like
Absolutely
an hour.
not. No.
Yeah.
Go
That
find
ain't
your
gonna
own
happen.
ship.
I mean,
What do you think I've been doing?
don't you have a ship? Oh, wait a second.
Got him.
Okay.
Look,
Been
maybe
trying
he
to
can-
find
He
it.
can steal a ship, just like can take the ship of one of the racers.
Okay, so, do we see Alexa?
Everyone roll me a search.
I'm gonna find the El Dorado guy.
Are you sure? Do I want to roll search? Okay, better.
Everyone who wants to, you don't have to search if you don't want to.
Jeez.
Okay, so you all go asking around, Jacen, Zoey, and Brendan all learned that, Alexa's already on her ship. Like, it's still, like, a couple hours until... Or, I'm going to say it's about an hour until the race is going to be starting, but Alexa's already on her ship at the starting line, just like... yeah. Khaljov, meanwhile, while he's searching around, he actually sees somebody else you've met before, Danny Galaxy,
Oh.
is here and is talking to some employee of hers about their pilot having canceled on them. And she's like, where am I gonna get a pilot on, short notice?
Hey, Danny!
She looks over. Oh, Kevin, right?
Khaljov. Nova.
So, what are you doing here?
He's looking to make some money.
Well, I'm trying to make some credits. Now.
We would notice he's approaching her.
Sure, probably. They both have very loud personalities, so there's a good
I want to
chance.
sign up for the race.
Okay.
To beat Khaljov.
Zoey goes to sign up for the race. Yeah, so Danny talking to Khaljov, she's like, wait, you're a pilot, right?
No.
The best.
No.
So,
Roll con.
so
Yeah.
my
Actually,
pilot
like,
had
90
to
piloting.
cancel. Apparently, came down with some kind of flu or something and passed away. I don't know, but so I could use a pilot to take part in the race, and I understand you don't have a ship, so you'd like to.
Well, I have a ship. It's just not, like, in the immediate vicinity.
How about I provide the ship, you pilot it, and we'll split the prize money 50-50.
Hey, I need half.
Perfect. So you're in?
Hell yes.
Excellent. Okay, and
Who was your pilot?
Hmm?
Who was your pilot?
What was his name again? She turns to her employee. What was his name again? The guy's like, Jext Pharaoh. What?
Jesus.
Khaljov's like, Jack Sparrow. Okay.
Oh, I didn't even. No, I didn't even realize
name.
that when I said the name. I just said the first thing that came to mind. It was Jext. Jext.
Oh, Jax. Okay, sorry.
Jax.
Yeah, I was going to say that other name
Yeah.
sounds like a sailor, not a pilot.
Jext Pharaoh. Faro. But, yeah.
Look at the puppy.
So, yeah, and then while Khaljov is doing all this, Zoey goes and signs herself up for the race. And, yeah. Jacen and Brendan doing anything?
I'm just gonna
Looking for a place to
observe.
bet.
Okay. Oh, what did Jacen
Oh
say?
yeah. Yeah, maybe I should also go for a bet, actually.
Okay. Yeah, you very easily find that, and yeah, there are currently 8 racers signed up.
What are the odds?
Let me just quickly check. So,
Said there was the odds of 10-1 for Zoey. I'm in.
So, while the people are racing, so you do actually see both Zoey and Khaljov are racing. You
For me, it's just like, what if I just like sabotage the rest? Just like use my force pull to just hold them back.
you see Alexa's racing. Riley Alvarado, the name you heard earlier. Neva Key. Another name you recognize, Roger Teleros, is apparently racing in this.
Oh.
And,
Roger Teleros. Why does that name sound familiar?
You know, we were like on his mansion where you went to, like, you know, where you went to another dimension.
Name sounds awfully familiar for some reason.
You also see Tartatha on the list for some reason.
No. I do need to grab 2 extra names, so I'm just going to bring up that Star Wars name generator.
Oh, throw Placard on there.
What?
Throw Placard. Placard? Was it Placard? I forgot what their name was.
Tlakar?
Placard? Was that what it?
No, Tlakar, I think is who you're thinking of, with a TL sound.
Yeah, it was like a... I think they were like a purple something person. I only... their description is purple thing.
What am I looking for? Oh, that's what I'm looking for.
But I hope that's my description one day, just like Dutch person.
Yep, that one person. That one Dutch person.
Saw a name I liked in this name generator, but I'm like, no, that's too close to somebody else's name. Okay, here we go. Yondor Hithen. I'm just gonna mark down.
That sounds like a racer.
A Bothan. And
Speed Racer.
ooh, Ithorian. What are some good Ithorian names?
For some reason, freaking Chaka's on there.
I don't like any of those ones. Let's generate some new ones. Ooh. Yes, that's a good one. Klish Hableth.
Bless you.
So those are the racers currently signed up. And
Okay.
Now, yeah, what are the odds on each? I don't know. Need to...
When was the last time Khaljov even flew a ship?
I mean, he has an
when
issue. We have a better
that's
pilot.
when I forgot. Well, when the other pilot just happens to not be here,
Which happens so often.
like next week.
True.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're just going to say, for making it easier for the betting, it'll just be like, if you win, you get double your money back.
Okay, well, I put down 2,000 credit for Kilo.
Wow.
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't know Kilo was in this race.
I didn't know Kilo was here either.
I have a hard time thinking character names. Okay.
No, it's fine. It was just fine.
Yeah.
Especially because she would not be good. I think her
Yeah, that
piloting
would
is
be a
like
mistake.
2D plus 1 or something.
I
She's not
Easiest
a pilot.
way is to have the stream in another screen and just have it muted. That way you can look and see what the names
Okay.
are.
I'm not focused enough to do that.
Oh.
No. I'll do 6,709 on Zoey.
Is that like all your money? Are you going all in or like?
Oh no, I still.
He's just-
even
he's-
if I lose,
he's
I still have
av-
10,000.
He's like even it out to zeros.
Yeah, pretty much.
If he loses, it's evened out. If he wins, he gets more money. Win-win. Okay.
And no one betted on Khaljov in our group.
I know, right?
Look, I think Khaljov is great, but I mean, I know Zoe's the better pilot.
Yeah, you gotta vote on. You gotta bet on the best pilot. So
He's just gonna be like, yeah, I used my fourth point.
I know. I'm gonna have one roll that's gonna be good.
Okay. So,
I mean, she could use her force point.
Yeah, it is unlikely that we're gonna use it together though. I will win at least one.
okay. So then, is there anything else any of you want to do before the race?
Um,
buy
I need to
some
spend
popcorn.
some skill points real quick.
Too late.
Can I just purge my skills and redo them all again?
No.
I need to put 14 into. I need 14D on my piloting.
Can you imagine what kind of numbers you would get with 14D?
I know. It's funny because I haven't put any skills into piloting since I created Khaljov.
What is
that's
your?
not true. You upped your
Oh.
piloting once.
Did I?
Yes.
What is your piloting?
It's only 5D. Pretty sure I haven't. Maybe I did. Anyway, it's been long enough that I don't remember doing it.
I think it might have happened right around whenever I started, because I remember y'all being in a competition for having the highest piloting skill.
We weren't in a competition. He just upped his. It was even
Oh,
with
okay.
mine, and I didn't like it.
I just
Yeah.
want to say, okay, yeah, I guess that works too.
Yeah. After that, I just started putting all my skills into my blaster.
I mean, considering your piloting started out as 3D plus 2, you probably wouldn't have, like, in character creation, put it up to 5D. You probably would have done, like, 4D plus 2 because of the way character creation works.
Yeah,
You can break, like, you can break up into the pips in the character creation, the +1 or plus, like doing it, not in just like
maybe I
the-
was at +2 and I raised it up afterwards to make it an even 5.
Yeah, that seems likely because, yeah,
I know I raised my astrogation up at that point
oh yeah.
because who needs astrogation when you have piloting it super well, right?
Okay.
Okay. So anything else
All right.
you want to do before the race?
Get some popcorn, maybe a nice cold one.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I'll just get some casual blue milk, I think it was called.
Okay.
I got a yellow paste smoothie.
Why are you getting a drink? You're going to be busy driving. Can't drink and drive.
You might spill your drink.
Yellow paste,
With
non-alcoholic.
only a half shot in it.
Okay.
There's no DUIs in space.
Well, that's what you think.
So are Jacen and Brendan going to be going aboard the Moonwater for the race, or are they going to just be watching from the space station? Or are they going to go aboard with Khaljov on the ship he's on?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I want to live, so if I
That's the
did,
worst
it
that could
would-
happen.
God, where should we be?
I'll probably just be watching. I'll just use my my force skills to enhance my vision.
I mean,
Oh.
they have, like,
Good view.
big screens in the space station, so you can see the race as it's happening.
Maybe they'll give you like those little tablets, like in what was that episode
Episode 1.
1? It was 1, right, with Anakin?
Yeah,
Pod-
with
the
pod
pod race?
racing.
Yeah. Was that 1 or 2?
1.
Okay.
That was episode 1, yeah.
Could I somehow use the Force to make a ship lighter? To make it seem lighter, that it goes faster.
Yeah,
I
you can
do
start
not
you
want
can
to cheat.
use your telepathy to start pulling off panels of the ship to make it lighter.
I feel like that would take a lot of force points. A lot of force.
You could use the Force to help the ship go faster, but two things. First of all, it would be a lot more difficult if you're not on the ship yourself. It'd be easier if you're on the ship just because of distance. Secondly, even with that, and with
Actually, good to know, though.
your Force skills, the amount of faster you would get it would be negligible.
I mean, it'd still be useful to know for actually in the future if you ever have to escape, I can make it go a little bit faster.
It'd be
You
like
know-
comparable to pushing a car on dirt while it's in neutral.
Like,
It's about how fast you can push it.
yeah, like using the Force to move something isn't so much for, ooh, we're in a race or like, in a pursuit or something and need to go faster. It's more for, we're in a ship that isn't working, let's move it, towards something. Even the end, actually, honestly, it would be more like, we're in an escape pod that isn't working, let's move towards, this nearby planet so we can, get caught in its gravity, and then, so we're not just gonna die up here in space, type thing.
Fair enough.
Very minimal propulsion.
Yeah.
I
Unless...
might try and position myself where the pilots leave, just in case something happens. Like where they exit from after the race.
Where they exit from after the race?
Yeah.
You mean like where they, return to the space station?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that would be like just on the, docking ring 5, just wherever they're docking.
Would he still be able to watch from there?
Not so much, no. Because, all the screens and everything are in the, fourth ring.
I guess I should just stay there then. I don't know.
Yeah, and because also, the thing is, the ships aren't all going to be docking, the same nearby in the ring necessarily.
True. I'll just stay on 5 then.
Okay. So... Yeah, or 4, you mean?
Or 4, yeah.
Okay. So Jacen and Brendan both go to, find somewhere to stand or sit and watch and such, while Khaljov and Zoey go to take their ships and get ready.
I say good luck to Zoey as she leaves. And
Thank you.
do your best, Khaljov. Try not to crash.
I don't need luck.
I wasn't wishing you luck. I was just saying try not to crash.
Well, I'm just saying I didn't need luck.
Oh,
in case
okay,
You were gonna wish
okay.
me luck.
Oh yeah, I wasn't going to. Don't worry. I wasn't
Okay.
going
Okay.
to.
Well, I was gonna say you don't have to. So
Okay, cool.
yeah.
And the race has started.
Yeah. R2 goes with Zoey, of course.
Of course.
And
I shoot Brendan before I get into my ship.
I got good dodge, so good luck with
okay,
that.
roll your blaster. And... Okay. So, both of you roll me a piloting for going and going to the starting line, disconnecting from the space station and such, and going to the starting line. Yeah, both of you go. Line yourself up nicely. Ships.
I only took 3 6s. Only.
Yeah. Both lined up, and and each of the ships has been outfitted with a hollow camera thing or whatever that's basically so it's able to view where the ship is and what it's doing during the race and such. And so inside, those of you watching inside the space station, you see like right now it's just kind of going kind of showing them all at the starting line, lining up and such, and announcer comes on the loudspeaker as starts talking about the racers. It's like mentioning some of them, like Nevaki, former pod racer, long thought dead or at least missing since he hasn't been seen since the Boont Eve Classic 20-some years ago, whenever Star Wars Episode 1 was. Nevaki was actually one of the characters from Star Wars the pod race in Episode 1.
Nice.
And I knew I wanted to include a character from the pod race, and Nevaki was the first name that came to mind, and when I looked it up, it's mentioned that, yeah, he disappeared during, like, the last lap and was never seen from again. So I'm like, yeah, okay, so not stepping on any canon here. So yeah, Nevaki, long thought, dead.
Character development that we've all been waiting for.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Nevaki? We must know.
Yeah. A few newcomers to the racing circuit. Zoey, Khaljov, Alexa, Roger, Riley. Well, Riley is actually fairly new, but he's won a couple of races throughout the galaxy in the last, like, month or so or whatever, but still a relative newcomer. Yondor and Klish are both, they've both been racing for a while, fairly well-known names and such. And, yeah. And racers, get ready, and whole, like, countdown, 3, 2, 1, go. And, roll your piloting.
I actually got a 20.
Hey, look at you.
I know.
Not too shabby.
Uh-huh.
Not too shabby. Okay.
Just give me a year to catch up on skill points. I got this. No big deal.
Okay.
I mean, next week you'll get a chance to get some extra skill points, catch up a little bit.
Okay, so all the racers go off. Riley gets the early lead with Zoey following closely after. Everyone else is kind of bunched together. And as you're going down the first section of the race, basically there's a bunch of, like, whatchamacallit things, beacon, sensor beacon things or whatever that placed throughout that you have to, like, go close enough to each one of them, so that kind of, like,
Like tiny checkpoints.
yeah, checkpoints basically that registers that you've passed it or whatever and such.
Checkpoint race.
And so, yeah, you get to first one, no problem. Like I said, Riley in first, Zoey in second. Everyone else kind of clustered together. And then after that one, you start approaching an asteroid field.
Nothing ever bad happens there.
Which you can go straight through, or you can take, like, a bit of a longer route and go around it.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna go straight through.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my force point and go straight.
I was going to do the same thing.
So is Khaljov using his force point?
I guess we're both using our force point at the
Okay,
same time.
okay. Then both of you roll me piloting
It's
for
like a
that.
Just waiting for like a 70 or something. From
I know, right? 104.
Okay.
I got 4 ones.
So he just corkscrews through it like, "Yep, no problem." All asteroids are gonna roll for seared ahead.
Okay. So Riley, who was in first, goes straight through as well, going, dodging, weaving around the asteroids. Zoey, just like as she's approaching, she's just like focused. She just doesn't even dodge, doesn't weave. She sees the path. She sees a path. She just goes straight through, not hitting any, passing Riley in the process. Khaljov coming now in, and he kind of gets
Hits everything. Just everything.
Bing, 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 bing.
No, he goes in and also doing the dodging and weaving, but managing to get a bit of a boost and gets ahead of Riley as well, coming out of the asteroid field.
Do we know anything about this Riley person?
No.
They've been in a few races. We
Yeah,
learned that.
Yeah, it'd been a few
Gotcha.
races over the past month or so, but relative newcomer, but also like has a fairly good record in that past month, and that security guard that Brendan was talking to was betting on him, so
Yeah.
yeah. Also realize the fact that this is a race means you really should be adding the sublight speed of your ships to your rolls. I just realized. Which
I believe for the Moonwater is a 1D.
no, that's the maneuverability is 1D. Sublight speed is
Oh.
3D.
Oh.
Yeah. And for the ship Khaljov is using, that is a that's actually a 5D, so
I mean, it is Danny.
Cal Joe's actually in a race ship.
so should be adding those numbers to your piloting rolls for this race. Sorry, my bad on not thinking of that sooner. But not that you've needed them so far. Yeah, so then past the asteroid field is now where you need to dip down on the moon of Kenshin 5 there, which has like a lot of volcanic activity and such, and basically the next checkpoint is pretty close to a volcano, by which I mean like it's above a volcano.
Alright.
So
Is it exploding? Please tell me it's exploding.
as you're approaching, you don't see it exploding, but could that
Who knows?
change? So roll me a piloting on that.
God damn.
Can I keep this ship?
Yeah, he actually drops out of the race just to fly away with the ship.
So like the sublight speed applies only to racing.
Well, also like if you're like in combat, if you're like approaching or trying to get closer or further from an enemy ship, it would apply there as well.
Gotcha.
Like a kind of pursuit situation, stuff like that. But like it doesn't apply to like doing like because it's a speed
Regular flying.
Yeah, right. Because it's a speed thing, so it applies to things where speed is what matters, type thing. So, yeah. Okay. So, as you go and fly close, the volcano does start erupting. Zoey and Riley both start, pulling back a bit so that not getting caught in the eruption. While Khaljov just goes and guns it and flies through just in the nick of time. While Zoey and Riley both, and everyone else following up behind, all kind of goes like a rat. Still close enough to hit the checkpoint, but not so close to get excuse me, to get caught in the eruption. And yeah, and you fly back up out into space, and yeah, and as you're going, you towards the next checkpoint, you actually notice that there are what looks to be some kind of proximity mines near the next checkpoint.
What?
Mines that'll blow if you get too close to them.
Alright.
Does my ship have weapons? I would assume not if it's a race ship.
Your ship does not have weapons. Well, no, it does have. Actually, no. It does have a does have like a simple
it has a holdout blaster Jimmy rig to it.
It has a light laser cannon with fire control of 3D and damage of 1D.
All right, I can tickle things.
Are you wanting to use that?
We're flying right to this minefield.
You could try, again, similar to the asteroid field, kind of take a bit of a longer route around it.
Do these ships have like a like an ejection capsule? Asking for a friend.
I'm just gonna go through it.
Okay. The ship is equipped with a it's basically an ejection seat / escape pod. Basically, it'll it'll enclose a pod around you and then eject you into space as an emergency thing.
Is the other person look like they're going through it too?
You're kind of in the lead at the moment, so you're not quite sure what the other people are doing.
Sure, I'll go through it.
Okay. Both of you roll me your piloting.
What could go wrong?
Nothing. Gonna hope your thing has better shields.
Okay.
That is assuming you leveled your shields.
So
Sure.
start, going through, avoiding the mines. Riley is going through as well, but he's kind of going a bit slower, trying to be a bit careful. While the two of you are just going through full tilt. You do notice two other ships are starting to catch up on you, though. Both Roger Telleros' ship and Alexa Rodama's ships are starting to make up the difference. And they both actually go around, but they're so they're not having to. So they're able to go in a more, direct. Like it's obviously a curved path, but because they're not having to go dodging everything, they're able to go a bit faster and start catching up a bit. You still get to the check. Two of you still get to the checkpoint for them. Khaljov's still in the lead, but Zoey has picked up most of the difference from the volcano situation. So Zoey is like right behind Khaljov as you hit that
Good neck on neck race
point. And and as you're coming towards the next checkpoint, you see it's a next checkpoint. What was that? 1 second. Yeah, where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Okay, so as you're coming towards the next checkpoint, that's where, it's starting to curve back around to the, because finish line is the same as, like, the start or whatever, so that's whereas it's turning back around and such. So this is a bit of an easier section, it's just the turnaround. So everyone roll me your piloting, just to see who's coming out.
I took her ones from last week.
Okay. So Zoey gets ahead of Khaljov during the turn, and otherwise, Riley starts catching up again, but he's still a little ways behind you. Alexa's now actually, like, in third, right behind Khaljov, and Roger Telleros right after her. And then Riley is a little bit more behind, but next. Everyone else is still a bit further back. And then, it's coming back. It doesn't follow, like, it's not just like, out and then back. So like it's not like you're going through the minefield again right now. But coming back up to it does actually bring you though back to the moon, but to a different part, where you actually have to go down and go through some caves. Like, it's big caves, so it's not like just like, like super thin, like, going through wherever. Like, it is like fairly big caves. Like, you do have to do a bit more maneuvering there. So everyone, roll me your for this one actually, because of the maneuvering, instead of your sublight speed, you'd be rolling your maneuverability. So for the Moonwater, that is 1d, and for ship Khaljov is using, it is 3d. Okay. So you go through wherever. Khaljov's trying to, be quick or whatever, and as he's going, he feels he kind of got a bit close to one of the walls. Didn't do any major damage, but definitely scratched the paint on the ship.
I would never. Especially on somebody else's ship.
And so you come out, Zoe's put a bit more, gotten her lead by a bit more.
Russ just can't seem to get past Khaljov.
What? No.
Russ just can't seem to get past Khaljov. He's blocking away.
Alexa managed to get past Khaljov, while he was definitely not scratching the paint. It came pre-scratched.
100%. I was already there when I got it.
And yeah, and then Roger's immediately behind Khaljov. And then coming back, keep going. Then there is the asteroid field again, because it is that, unlike the minefield, which was rather small, the asteroid field is pretty big, so that's coming up. So
I'm still gonna go through it.
Khaljov?
Yep.
Okay. Everyone roll me your piloting again, and this goes back to, the speed one, but... Okay. So,
half my dice were 2s.
As Zoe's going through the asteroid field, she is very definitely going, but then it almost seems like some of the asteroids, I mean, it seems like some of the asteroids start actually moving towards the moon water.
Fun.
Is there...
Cheating.
What?
Cheating.
Do you want to try dodging them, shooting them, or just outrunning them?
I'm thinking.
Do we see this on the screen?
No, you can't really tell from watching on the screen that any of the asteroids are behaving weirdly.
I'm just gonna try out running.
Okay. Okay, roll me another piloting then with your sublight speed just to see. Okay. So yeah, manage to outrun them as you get through the asteroid field, still holding your first place. Alexa right behind. Khaljov coming next, right alongside Roger Talaros. Then Riley and Yondor and Klish and Nevaki in last. As you come towards the finish line, so let's just roll your final piloting, just for the final little bit. Okay, so Roger manages to pass Khaljov, but otherwise, and Klish manages to pass Yondor, but otherwise, what I just said for the order is the order that they cross the finish line. Zoey in first, followed
As it should.
by Alexa, then Roger, then Khaljov, then Klish, Yondor, and Nevaki in last.
Maybe I should have bet all my credits.
Should have gone all in.
I bet most of my credits. I bet all but like 700 credits.
Okay, yeah,
Oh
so
god damn, the stakes are high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have had like 32,000 credits now.
okay.
I know I'm not there, but can I just know how Danny Galaxy reacted? Like, do they notice how Danny Galaxy reacted?
Are you two paying attention to Danny Galaxy?
I mean,
They're conveniently standing behind her.
I mean, if Danny Galaxy is as loud as Khaljov, I'm sure we'll probably be hearing something.
Here's her like in the dislike.
Sure.
God damn it.
Fucking Kevin.
Last time I trusted Kevin.
If you look over at her, she's not even paying attention to the race.
Doesn't even care.
But
This is like a race for sport for the hell of it.
Just chump change to her. She don't mind.
yeah.
Wait, I just won 30,000 credits. Hell yeah, I'm fucking rich.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so you all come and return to the space station, I'm assuming. Khaljov?
Cannot hear you.
Yes, space station.
Okay. Okay. Just make sure you weren't like just gonna try make your run for it with the ship.
I can buy like, money I just made. I can buy like 10 more R2 units.
So, yeah, you return to the space station, and yeah, and as you come in, you're ushered over to the Zoey at least, as well as Alexa and Roger are ushered over to the awards ceremony and such. And Alexa, when she sees you, she definitely definitely you could tell that she recognizes you, but she doesn't say anything. And Roger, just kind of smirks as he sees you.
Just give him a friendly nod.
And yeah, so Zoey is given her first place medal and her 30,000 credits.
Hell yeah.
Come on, I'm not the only one with money here.
Lex is given a silver medal and Roger the bronze. Or possibly the Star Wars equivalents of those 3 medals. I often realize Star Wars might have... But, you know. Same basic idea. Like, obviously it has gold and silver and bronze. I just don't know if they specifically use those for medals or not in Star Wars.
Khaljov given a blue ribbon saying you tried.
It's like a... Oh, silver's like Durasteel.
Yeah. Khaljov should just flown away with the ship. She stole it. That'll be his prize.
Yeah, when Khaljov also comes aboard, the employee that Danny Galaxy had been talking to earlier goes over and is like, well, too bad you didn't win that race there. But thanks for helping us out. Here's just a bit of a payment for, you know, taking part and such, and he gives you
15,000 credits.
He gives you 100 credits.
Consolation prize.
It's not even a consolation prize. It's basically just like a, hey, thanks for like flying for us.
Thanks for trying.
Thanks for being a name on the board.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get my betting money.
Yeah, Jacen and Brendan both doubled their bets. Sorry.
I want to go up to Alexa.
So yeah, you go up to her and she's kind of, you know, she's glancing around as you go up to her, and she's like, "Hey."
Hi. Our call was rescuing her, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, come here often.
I was just wondering if you're in need of any assistance. It's been a while.
Yeah, and she kind of, you know, looked around and then like is very quiet, and she's like, basically says that she's like, yeah, when SciTech went down, like, I was freed from their control, but while like what I say and do and such isn't being watched by anyone, I still have the explosive in my head from then, and Horbosh got a hold of the, I don't know, access codes or whatever to said explosive.
Oh, that's concerning.
Yeah, yeah.
You could shoot it out.
No. Actually, to be fair, that's, I think, the least... Because didn't we joke about taking a lightsaber to her eye at one point? Wasn't that a thing we joked about? Because I seem to remember joking about stabbing her in the eye with a lightsaber.
Yeah.
That seems to be...
That sounds familiar, unless we joked about poking someone else in the eye with a lightsaber.
That's very on character for us.
It's a Khaljov thing to say.
It was not you. You weren't there.
I was going off what Brandon was saying.
Okay.
Khaljov was there in spirit.
Exactly.
Sure.
I was in. Yeah, he was definitely in somebody in spirit. Stab her in the eye.
Anytime we have a terrible idea, that's Khaljov speaking to us.
Okay.
From beyond the grave. He's not dead yet. He is in spirit.
Yet.
Is there anything we could actually do? Hmm.
Well, it's just her and Alexa there, right?
Just the two of them right now talking. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be back in about 4 minutes or so.
That's
Okay.
very specific.
I'm timing it.
Okay. Um. Okay. Well, I can try to help you, but I don't have many ideas.
I mean, we also have like limited time before they go and I just won the race, so obviously they want me out here. Or no one, I just got second place in the race. So they obviously want me out here, for a bit, just fans and everything to see me and such. But it won't be long before they usher me back to the central hub area where they're keeping me and such.
Would there be would there be any way for us, I'm asking this out of character, would there be any way of us to like disable the access codes? Like, is that a possibility? Do I have any idea if that's a possibility? If that's a thing we can do?
I don't know if we'd have the technology to do that. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Roll me a knowledge technology.
I'm great at everything knowledge.
Am I anywhere near earshot where I can hear and think too, or no?
I don't know, did you approach them?
I'd say yes, I did.
Can we?
Well, if you just went to get your money,
Yeah.
it wouldn't take that long to just get your money and get back. would
Yeah.
it?
Well,
I'll
I'm
say-
saying like, I'm more saying like camp is like maybe like a secluded area where they're supposed to be for a bit.
No. They had the whole like
Okay,
prize winning ceremony thingy or whatever. Now it's just kind of like
Yeah.
there are definitely like security guards and such. So you can't just have it's not just going to be like a bunch of fans just like rushing in and mobbing them or anything. But like
Yeah. I'll just approach it all.
Okay.
I'll put my hand on her shoulder and gonna try to send her like a message directly because I'm not sure like how much we're being listened to.
Okay. First of all, I'll get to that in a second. First of all, knowledge. Zoey isn't sure. Brendan thinks it would definitely be possible, but he has no idea how difficult it would be. Okay, and then let's go do some force stuff. So you want to be okay, so you want to be sending her a message. Projective telepathy, okay. Control and sense. So do your control first. And you said you were just putting your hand on her shoulder?
Where it looks like a hey, good job. You did great.
Just a little sensual shoulder massage, nothing too serious. Hey there. You
Okay.
did great.
And then the sense.
19.
Okay, what's the message you're sending?
I'll just like, it's more like a question at this point, like, or she has any way of like that she knows how we can get her out of here. Like that she should just think whatever and just give me like a nod and I'll try to read it back. Keep the messages, that it doesn't seem as, I don't know. But then we can really hear it better, so to speak.
Okay,
Unless you're gonna
so
think out loud.
Keep the message simple. Act like you're speaking to a 5th grader, and it'll be perfect.
okay, so you want Just make sure. So if she knows a way to get her out of here, she's supposed to nod, and then you're going to try reading that from her? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It's just like, what's this voice I'm hearing in my head?
She all of a sudden starts screaming, "Oh my god! I'm going crazy!"
There's a voice inside my head.
I mean, she seems kind of confused, so she just kind of does actually just say this out loud, but she's like, so quietly, so it's just you that can hear it, the group of you that can hear it, but she's like, basically saying that getting her out of here isn't the difficulty is disabling the explosive.
So do I have an idea on how to do it with my roll, or
She still does have those eyes, I guess, yeah.
or am I just like, oh, it can be, or am I just like, oh, it can be done, but I don't know how?
Well, yeah, because you were trying to, like, thinking about if you could, like, make it so that they no longer have access to the explosive to set it off, which, like I said, you understand that it can be done, but you don't really know how, and you don't know how difficult it would be. It's like...
Can I try and figure out how?
It's like how in real life you know that it's possible to build a car, but you don't know how to build a car.
Maybe you.
Well, maybe you do know how to build a car. That's if you do, then we'll have to come up with a different example.
Any example you come up with, I know how to do it. Can I try and figure out how to do it, possibly?
Good try.
If not, I have an idea, but you can try.
You could try another knowledge technology.
You know what? I'm going to use my force point.
Ooh, big brain.
Okay.
43.
Ooh.
You got to shoot it out.
I have an idea. Be a lightsaber.
So, basically, what you'd have to do is... Well, there are two ways of doing it. One way would be going and, like, getting at the device, which... the explosive... or which would involve, because that's, like, built into her cybernetic eye or whatever, so that would be, like, you'd have to actually operate on her to do that, and then figure out how to, like, disable the receiver or something. Or alternatively, you could figure out where this, where the computers or whatever, where they have it set up to be able to detonate it, and go in there. And that would be a simple, like, like computer program repair to do something there. Or even just destroy the computer if it's just a single unit. But
I'll tell the crew the options in a low hush ASMR voice. And what do y'all think?
Can you give us an example of how that would sound?
No, please don't.
Guys,
Please.
what we need to do is we need to possibly find a computer. And we need to disable it. Or we can blow it up. And there's only one computer.
But yeah, I'm also gonna say, since you did get a 43, that you're pretty sure, like, if you were actually going at the eye to, like, figure out, like, where the, like, receiver is or whatever, honestly, at that point, it would be easier to just remove the explosive.
So our best bet is probably go after the computer.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask her if she has any idea where that computer would be.
It would be somewhere in the central hub.
Probably in the accounting department. No.
Yeah, I'd say the accounting department.
100%.
It's always where you least expect it.
That's in Ring 1, though, not the central hub.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, burn.
Says the guy who agreed with her.
Yeah.
Just agreed for the joke.
I was there for moral support.
I was there for the joke. I didn't care about logic.
So here's what we do.
We go
We
to
go back to the central hub, which is not in accounting. And then what we do we just start placing thermal detonators everywhere.
What?
That
What?
sounds like a terrible idea.
Well,
That
we
sounds
can-
great. Let's
Thermal
do it.
detonators won't do much unless
They're
it's
not
like in
detonators.
the
What are the other
same
ones called?
room.
Charges. We set charges. There we go.
We don't
And who
even
has
have
charges?
those.
Oh, I'm gonna go ask Danny if they have any charges on
I
hand.
feel like that's a terrible idea.
No, while he's doing that, we'll go to ring one.
Yeah, yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah, we'll just be over. We'll be over this way. Just don't worry about following us. It's fine.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to Alexa and be like, "We'll be back for you."
Okay.
And then we're going to the central hub.
Okay.
Unless she wants to come with us. I will
Oh.
turn back around and be like, unless you want to come. No, she can't. She can't.
Yeah. No, that would. I was thinking about that, but I don't think that'd be a good idea.
I have the thought to turn around, start to turn around, and then go, wait, no. And continue.
Okay. And is Khaljov actually going to talk to Danny Galaxy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dear Lord.
So
We're not exploding it. We're not
Yeah,
doing
we're
that.
not.
you go to Danny Galaxy, who's talking on her comm, and you hear a bit of the conversation as you come up, and she's like, "Yeah, he didn't win the race, but that's fine. Just needed just needed somebody in the race. It gets, helps make connections and such when you take part in these little things and such." But yeah, and then she notices that you're approaching. Oh, and here you are now.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Keith, how's it going?
It's going good. Going good. Hey, I was just curious. Since I know how well situated you are in the organization, I had a question for you.
Oh, what sort of question?
You wouldn't happen to have like thermal charges or something on your person by chance? Like 10?
Not on me, no. I, don't usually carry explosives on me. That's, too many things can go wrong. I have people for that.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Then what do you know about what's that hut's name again?
Horbosh.
Hercules?
Horbosh.
Horbosh. Do you know anything about Horbosh? Hey, what kind of stuff they're into?
I mean, I do. That's
Kinky stuff.
that's main reason I'm here, doing some business and such.
Oh, okay. So, what you doing?
Well, that's kind of on a need to know basis. You don't need to know.
Oh, come on. We're like basically, family at this point. Crime family,
She just laughs as you say that. Trust me, you do not want to be part of my family. I've killed half of them.
Yeah, but you haven't killed me yet, so that's just speak volumes, right?
She laughs again.
No, but seriously, I was curious. What are the odds of you getting or acquiring or having one of your peoples acquire me a ship?
For what purpose?
I'm trying to find mine, but it's proving to be really hard.
This woman doesn't even know your name or care to remember it, and you're asking her for a fucking ship?
Yeah.
Also, for
Yes.
the record, I wasn't joking about us leaving him. I presume we're actually in the turbo lift leaving.
Okay.
Just
Okay,
throwing
good
that
stuff.
out there.
Yeah, we'll jump back to you in a moment after whatever
That's
this
fine.
is concludes.
I just wanted to make sure we were clear.
Okay. She's like,
I mean, in all, in the most like broad spec, I don't think Khaljov has not asked anyone he's met to get him a ship yet. I mean, he's even asked the heck was his name?
Car.
Lieutenant Balthazar, I think, about getting him a ship.
Well, he asked Balthazar about his own ship.
About his ship, yeah.
Yeah. But then he's like, well,
And if you think about it, if you were able to get me a ship, we can just write it off as mine. But if you needed, like, some jobs done here and there, we can definitely get something situated with that.
You're trying to put yourself in more debt?
Like,
I'll
yeah.
get a ship. That would be his. And you're on a turbo lift.
And then you'd owe somebody who's on the freaking...
How about an O? Odd jobs for them.
That's owing, having to do jobs for somebody.
Not at all. Not at all.
That's being indebted, yes.
It's a different kind of debt, but it's still a debt.
It's still debt. Debt is debt.
well, don't know that I have a ship for you at the moment. I mean, and don't you have that ship that you run around on, the... What was it, the Moon Lake or something?
Yeah, the moon. Yeah.
The moon, yeah.
Like, he won't know the name of the ship either. It's like, no, I think it's the Moon River.
I think Khaljov's only been on that ship like once or twice.
Yeah.
No?
You've been on there a number of times at this point.
Yeah.
Has he?
Yes.
It's the main
yeah.
thing we fly around on.
I wasn't around for that.
Let's see here. Moonwater,
Yeah, I guess so.
Khaljov. Parts 93, 94, 95, or not 94, 93 and then 95 through, I guess, 99, today's. So that's 93,
Okay.
95, 96, 97, 98, 99. So that's 6 parts that you've been on it, although the one, which was 2 sessions ago, you were only very briefly on it because that was when it was just you and Jacen or whatever. So you returned on the Moonwater and then went back on the Moonwater to grab Jacen and then went off on the other ship. But yeah,
Okay.
so that session you were just very briefly on it, but yeah. So that's like a couple times.
Okay. Yeah, the moon ship. We'll call it the moon ship. That's not a moon.
Yeah, so since you already, have a ship you travel around on, don't see why you need one of mine.
Okay. Well, I do need credits, so if you do have any oddball jobs, I could definitely use a few credits here and there.
You mentioned looking for your ship. What happened to your ship?
The Imperials took it.
Ah, so it's impounded somewhere.
Yep, I was just minding my own business, just casually taking a little cruise out in space, and all of a sudden these Imperials just came out of nowhere and were like, "Hey, we're taking your ship," and then just took my ship. Obviously, they needed ships or something because they had no grounds to really take it from me, and then they just threw me in the brig. I literally had to escape from a star destroyer just to get away. It was ridiculous.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Should get a bit better about checking sensors so you don't have Imperial ships appearing out of nowhere. Just a suggestion for future.
I'll be honest. I was asleep. It was just like I said. It was like a casual trip. I was nodding off in my chair, and I woke up when I felt the tractor beam already hitting me.
Well, it's always unfortunate losing something of yours, something important, which clearly your ship was important to you.
Yep. Been searching it for about 2 years now.
Hasn't been 2 years.
It's been 2 years. Almost 2 years. Because if you look on our Roll20 thing, Sidious died in 2019.
But is that the real time though?
Yeah, that's the real time, not the in-game time. In-game time is less than 2 years. I don't know how much less, but
I
it's
thought we're
less.
doing it by. Oh, I guess that is a little bit, huh? I'd say it's a long time though.
It has definitely been a while. Like it's pretty much almost guaranteed to be over a year. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Khaljov's really good with time, so about 2 years.
I'm eventually going to go through and actually figure out the exact timeline, but that's for future Eric to worry about. I placed so many problems on him. But anyway,
You can jump back to the turbo lifting if you want.
so I'm just going to say one more thing. Danny's like, well, perhaps at some point in the future I will have something for you. I'll let you know.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
She goes and walks away to deal with something else.
Khaljov's gonna start wandering around looking for his friends who surely wouldn't have left him alone.
And now we go to the turbo lift with his friends who surely left him alone. And you're going back to the central hub. So come out there and yeah. What are you doing now?
Looking for the computer.
Looking for... Okay, everyone roll me a search. Everyone who's there, roll me a search.
Recon, roll a search for your friends that surely left you alone.
There you go,
Wow.
Joey.
Okay, so within the central hub, Jacen ends up finding even more centrally the command center, and kind of go and find your way there and just do kind of a quick glance inside just to see, you know, how many people are in there, and you actually see see a few people in there. 1 second, where is there we go. So you see 4 Gamorreans, 4 Gamorrean guards. I'm not sure if I spelled Gamorreans there correctly, but that's fine. You see a few people at computers, 2 Bothans, a Twi'lek, and a human. And you also see, you actually see a Rhodian that you recognize, Baxel. He's the one who initially had helped you get the jobs with Horbosh, the Hutt's organization, back
Tight.
in the day. And he seems to be kind of in charge in there. You can also see up above, you can kind of see it looks like it, you know, kind of a mirror, but you're pretty sure it's a one-way glass, one-way window or whatever. So, good bet that Horbosh the Hutt is on the other side of that.
Okay. So, do we want to just walk in there and have Brendan talk? Or...
Seems like the better idea, yes.
Probably.
Okay.
Okay.
And the goal is to get R2 to hack the computer, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, that will accomplish our goal, yeah?
It would, I think.
Unless
Just
someone corrects me, it
making
seems
sure.
like it would.
As assuming computers in here are the ones that are connected, or are the ones that are connecting to the explosive.
Yeah.
Okay, great. We'll try.
Okay.
We walk in.
Okay, so you walk in, and Baxel. First of all, the Gamorreans kind of, look at you, and they all kind of like they don't go to attack you or anything, but they're kind of like get into a bit of a more readied stance.
Yeah.
And
Hi.
Baxel looks over at you, and it's like, "Hey, what are y'all doing here?"
Hi, yeah, I'm a new IT guy. I was told to come and check up on y'all's security, make sure, everything is in tip-top shape and that there's nobody, trying to get into the system. So,
Did Baxel ever
know,
actually meet Brendan?
Probably not.
I don't think he did, because he met Jacen and Zoey and R2, but yeah, I don't think he actually met Brendan. Okay. So, first of all, roll me the con.
Okay. Is it that high? Am I that... Yeah, I'm that dank of a conner. Jesus Christ. 20.
20.
Not
Okay.
your best roll.
And, okay, what did you say? You said you're IT and you were here to,
Make sure everything's working, still working good.
He's like, yeah, sure, go look over the computers, and then kind of like goes to Zoe and Jason R2. He's like, but what are y'all doing here? I assumed you were, dead after the implosion at the fortress. Hadn't heard from you since.
Oh, we barely managed to survive.
Oh yeah, also if I go to the computer, I'm taking R2 with me. Just make that clear.
Okay. Okay, so you bring R2 with you to the computer, and R2 is going to go and try and get in. Yes, that is the right number of dice. Okay, that's maybe good.
Hopefully good. Oh yeah, you understand R2, right? Yes, I understand R2.
R2 beeps at you that this is the right computer, but he didn't quite get it on that first attempt there. And yeah, so then while you're doing that, Baxel's asking, it's like, so what are you doing here now? To Jacen and Zoe.
I wanted to participate in the race. I won.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah. That he's like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I wasn't actually like follow the race too closely, but good for you. Good for you. How'd you get in here, though?
What do you mean?
Like here in the central hub.
We just followed Brendan.
And he looks over at Brendan as Zoe says that. And he's like, so you just let them come here with you? Didn't you, if you're the IT guy, didn't you like read over yeah, like I know these two, but like, there's rules as such that you should have been given when you got the job about making sure to come, not bring other people with you and such. Well, while he's talking, also R2's going to make another attempt, but while that's happening, you go and say whatever you're going to say.
I was like, oh yeah, sorry, this is my crew. I sort of like keeping them close to me. Of course, there's Zoey. You know, she's one of the best pilots, if not the best pilot in the galaxy. And then the other one is the muscle. Keeps me safe.
Uh-huh. R2 Beep said he still didn't get it.
Goddamn dart.
And, yeah, roll me another con.
Better.
25, and Baxel's just like, I mean, okay, who was it though that hired you to come do the IT stuff?
I really don't know. My boss just told me to do it. He's pretty secretive about stuff like this.
And who's your boss?
Some big tech company. Let me think here. Intergalactic Security.
Turns to the Twi'lek and it's like, hey, you hear what some company called Intergalactic Security? The Twi'lek just kind of shrugs. Can I see your security pass?
He doesn't have any, does he?
I mean, of course I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna step in for a second. I'm gonna use my force, but I'm gonna try to mind thingy and...
Mind thingy.
I have no idea how it's called.
Mind control?
It's not really mind control, I think.
Hypnotize. Mind hack.
Okay, mind hack.
Mind hack.
Isn't it like influence?
That's a good word for it.
Affect mind?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your goal here? Like, what are you going to be trying to... How are you trying to affect his mind?
Give us a security pass.
To give us a security pass, he would have to have one.
Or just make it seem
Or-
like I showed him a security pass.
You know, sure. I'll
Okay.
do that.
This is not the security pass. Wait.
This is not the security pass you're looking for. I'm expecting this to work, but hey, let's find out.
Okay. So yeah, so it's this is a control plus sense plus alter. So that means also minus 2d to each of those. So
Oh yeah. For some reason my head was like, minus 3D. I mean, let's see. So I have an 8, and a 6. I'd say my chances are decent.
you have what?
If I did double like...
right. You're using your force point. I forgot about that. No, never mind. I forgot you're using your force point, so those numbers were just like, why are they so high? Okay.
God, I wish they were that high, basically. Jesus.
Yeah. So
Give me a
start.
master.
So use the control first. Do the control first.
Okay, here's the AD. Sure, I'll succeed.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, one moment. My headset just died.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I shouldn't be long at all.
Okay.
Hold on, turn on. Okay, there we go. I should have sound again.
Okay. Then make your sense.
Which is actually gonna be +4. 25.
Okay. And then your altar.
60. 17. Not as high.
Okay. So you get him to see Brendan showing his showing his security pass, which he's like, okay, that, and Brendan doesn't see this, so it's just like, so what Brendan sees is Bax will just be like, okay, yeah, that security pass looks to be good. While Brendan hasn't done anything.
I'm like, okay, cool.
And, yeah. He's like, okay, just, in the future, make sure if you're gonna be bringing, like, anyone else with you that you actually, like, that you actually okay it ahead of time and such.
Okay, apologies. I'll definitely do that next time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll just ask where he can give us, like, make sure that we can show that he's checked this before, that he knows.
What?
Like, ask him to give us, like, something or some sort of, like, oh yeah, I've checked that he's checked us, like, that he knows we're there.
Well, yeah. If you want to hand me your security pass, I can update it to include your that your friends are with you.
Damn it.
Yeah, why'd you have to say that? I'll say, like, I'm a little busy. I'll show you in a little bit, okay?
Okay. Roll me a con again, then.
$22.
Okay. It's like, okay, just let me know once you're done.
Okay.
And R2 beeps at you that he's got the explosive. Basically, he deleted the access codes from the system. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
By chance, I see like a security card laying around.
Why do we need a security card?
Oh, maybe backup plan.
Nah, well, I say, well, it's not too bad. I need to go back to my ship and grab a few things.
Okay.
I'll probably just leave my crew back over there, so we don't need to worry about that whole mess. So, yeah, I'll be back.
Okay. Roll me one last con.
25.
Okay. So you lead them out of there and return to the turbo lift and go back to ring. Do you go back to ring 4 where Khaljov? You left Khaljov, or do you just go straight to ring 5 where your ship is docked?
Oh, don't we need the hostage?
Yeah, that's right. Alex is also, I guess, on ring.
No, we're just leaving all of them. It's over.
Really quick, can we just quickly catch me up? Did it work? Is it good?
It worked. It's good. Joey almost screwed it
I
up.
succeeded and I screwed myself up again.
Yeah. He made them believe that we had the card. It's like, oh, hey, could you update the card for us?
Well, I was more asking for, like, some sort of a note he could write
Yeah.
out for us.
So I had to lie our way out of that one.
Because basically it was like, yeah, use the force to make make Baxel see the security card, but then Baxel was saying, in the future you should really make sure to okay, anyone else you're bringing with you instead of just bringing them, whatever. And then that's when Jacen was like, can you give us a note or something? That's where Baxel was like, oh, I can just update the security card to mention that that you are with him and such.
Okay.
But then he talks his
I
way
just
out of
said,
that.
yeah, it's like we're busy. I'm busy. I can't do this right
And
now.
R2 finally got the
Yeah.
Okay.
access codes deleted, and you left and have returned to Ring 4.
So yeah, we're
Okay.
going to grab Khaljov, I guess, and also whatever her name is,
Alexa.
Alexa.
I'm gonna
Alexa.
like walk up to her and be like, "Hey, you're free."
Okay. Are we going now?
I'm down to go now.
Okay, let's make it quick before anyone tries to stop us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna start leading her to the ship. I
Okay.
assume that everyone else can catch up pretty
Yeah.
easily. They collect good old Colin over there.
and
Yeah.
It's that we have more time. Otherwise, I would be like, hey, I'm gonna BRB. I'm gonna find a C-3PO.
No.
and she's also gonna.
Worst time.
I'm gonna be rolling a hide sneak for her. The rest of you don't need to, but because she's trying not to be noticed that she's leaving with you.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
that's
affect mine the entire room.
that's a really good hide sneak.
Good.
And when you found Khaljov, or
Yeah.
Nah.
Brendan goes and finds Khaljov, and
What?
It's like, hey, we did it. Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay, cool.
okay.
What were you doing? Were you just aimlessly wandering, or were you doing something? I just want to
He
know.
was just asking random people, hey, you got a charge?
Yeah. Khaljov was going around just seeing if anybody saw you guys.
Oh. You seen my friends? Have you seen them?
Have you seen my friends or my ship? Either one.
Yeah. I'll be happy with either.
That's true.
So yeah, so I grab Khaljov and we leave.
Okay. So you return to the ship. Zoey, make me a piloting for taking off. 18.
Not my best.
No, but it's just detaching from a space station.
Yeah.
Just detach and go, start flying away, and you notice as you're going to make your calculations, you notice a couple other ships start detaching from the space station. Several of
Like
Okay.
them.
normal looking ships, or
What?
ships that look like normal looking ships, or ships that look like they can attack us.
I mean, normal-looking ships do look like they can attack you, but
Well, are there guns on the ship?
yeah. Most ships have some level of weaponry, but these ones are definitely ones that look
What is this? Space
Armed.
Texas?
and
Space Texas.
and based on the designs, these are probably ones that work for. These are probably ones like that are part of Horbosh's organization and such. So yeah.
Okay.
So
I mean, I'm just gonna start trying to do the astrogation data
Okay.
if they're not doing anything.
like they're going to be moving towards you, but if you have time to make your astrogation data stuff. So are you going for what length of time are you going for? The 5 days? Easier,
5
harder?
days.
I'll make it one.
Okay. Roll me your astrogation.
Who do you think she is, a coward?
Honestly, I was scared because that last roll wouldn't have been enough to make it.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
the piloting roll I made wouldn't have been enough to make it. So I'm like, that shows it's possible for me to fail, and I don't like that, but
So this is gonna be one of those days where when you send me your updated sheet, it's gonna have astrogation upped.
it's gonna have astrogation at like 20 days. Just gonna save up skill points for a long time, not update anything, and then all of a sudden I just have like a 30D.
Yeah. But yeah, that's good. So you jump into hyperspace and head back towards the base. And, yeah. Where's my mouse again? Why does my mouse always disappear on me? I mean, I know why, because it's the wireless mouse and it goes into sleep mode if it doesn't get used for a while, but... working down the length of time, so when I do eventually make the timeline, it's some of my job is done for me already. Yeah, so anything you all want to do during that day in hyperspace returning?
I'm just gonna continue researching that lightsaber.
I'm gonna
Random
make
question. Go
a
ahead.
big cake for Zoey for winning the race and giving me money.
What?
I'm making a
What
cake for
happened
you.
while I was gone? Wait, when did I get? Oh, I won you money. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean I gave you money? Got it.
Yes, yeah, I thought he meant that he was hoping that by giving you the cake, you would give him money. So that's how I interpreted it.
Okay.
Wait. You were going to be saying something before?
I forgot that we had like little speeders. Were any of them damaged? Because if so, I'll try to repair them.
I mean, if you took the one Cherry was riding way back when, then yeah, that one was very damaged.
I remember us taking on the way back. It was like, can we just pick those speeders back up real quick? So if any of them were like super damaged,
I don't.
just try to work on them.
I think they were all good. Like the ones you took were all good. Because I think the one that Sherry had ridden was just like
Total.
what was left wasn't enough to even call a speeder. I think.
Okay.
I
In
can't
that
remember.
case, I don't have anything in particular I want to do.
Guys, enjoy the cake I made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, do you want to roll a cooking for making that cake? Making
Sure.
the cake. And do you say what kind of cake it was?
I didn't say what
Angel
kind of
food
cake it
cake.
was. Whatever cake she likes. 21.
I feel like Zoe would just like any cake.
Well, it's a really nice cake. Just like
I feel like for Zoe it'd be like a funfetti cake or something just festive.
That does sound on brand.
But yeah, it's a really good cake. Really tasty and looks
Very
looks
moist.
nice. Very moist. And yeah. And then I
Zoe
think
thanks you enthusiastically.
I think that is where we are going to call it for today.
Okay.
Since I'm gonna be gone for a week, I actually have a question. Can Zoe for that week be spending some of her money and time on putting an actual holding cell in this ship? Like maybe converting that to just make it a little more legit, like in any way?
Harder to escape from and all that, I'm guessing.
Yeah, more secure. Be able to look in without opening the door.
Yeah, that's smart.
Zoe can definitely be working on that. I wouldn't actually, because this is like it's not technically Zoe's ship; it's a rebel ship. Technically, you wouldn't even be needing to pay for that. That would just be with rebel. You could just be doing that
earlier.
on base
Okay.
and such. But yeah, you could
Wow.
definitely be working on that.
Okay, I want to work on that.
Does that mean she should get reimbursed for the money she spent at the hiding area?
Yeah, because like she paid our money.
Yeah. Does she need to put that in her taxes, or is there a form she needs to fill out?
I mean, you're all technically criminals, and some just straight up criminals. You don't even include the word technically with some of you, but
I'm not a criminal.
I resemble that comment.
What?
I resemble that
Yeah.
comment.
Jason's definitely a criminal. You're a part of the Rebel Alliance.
No, he hates doing crime.
Yeah.
But so I don't know that any of you pay taxes.
Oh, okay.
Other than I guess
Yeah,
like
that's
sales tax when you're buying stuff. If you're on a planet that has sales tax, but you're not exactly paying like income tax or like I mean, you wouldn't be paying homeowner's tax anyway. None of you own a house.
So I'm just rich.
Yeah.
Tight.
Okay. And yeah, so next week's session will again be at the standard 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Kilo's already said she can't take part. The other three of you, though?
Probably.
Believe so.
Fairly positive I can. I just need to double check one thing, but I'm like 95% sure I can.
Okay.
I will be out of state.
So she will be here.
Okay. So we'll have the three stooges here going off on an adventure together.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so wait. Who's who? So, I mean, obviously Brendan's the smart one.
You're the Jedi one.
Was one of the Three Stooges a Jedi? I never really watched any Three Stooges stuff. But anyway, gonna go on break now, and I will be back in a bit with some Animal Crossing. And yeah. But thank you all for taking part, and yeah.
It's been real. And it's been fun. But it
Sure
hasn't
has
been
been.
real fun.